Trouble or is it working? Yell one more time. Sure. Okay. This is the Weatherman welcoming you to the Outer Reaches Fest at the RecordBar in Seattle, Washington. How do you like that? And I'm going to do a few silly things for you tonight to wrap up our show. So let's start it off. I'm going to try to gingerly get up here, and I'm going to maybe make my way to the sink or my kitchen counter. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to slowly get up, and I got to warn you, I am a very old man. If I fall, that's when the show ends. So keep that in mind while I'm getting over there.
That is social.
All right, I think we're almost there. I'm going to set this down and make a few adjustments.
That is social.
See my noisemakers. Let's just see if we can do it. Yes. One more adjustment here. Bring that down a little bit. There it is. I have several transistor radios. This big one, and then this little brown one. My parents got this in the 1970s. It's the Gramophone 8. And then next to that, I got this little red one. I don't even use it. I just like it for the name. Notice it's called the Power Bear. And then up above that, I'm going to see if I can pick this up and zoom in. I don't know if you can see, it says the Disney Channel. This radio was given to me by the cable TV company that I worked for in the 1980s when they launched the Disney channels. I guess all the employees got one, and it still works. Background again, and here's this little black box.
Why are they doing this?
It just kind of picks up all kinds of noises. So I'm going to try that a little bit later. But first, here's my new addition. I often wondered what these sound like. And believe it or not, it could be considered a dildo. Yes, a dildo. Can you imagine that? And you might also know what they feel like, particularly in the gay community. But tonight, we're going to find out what it sounds like. So let's switch it on. I don't know what it's going to do, but here we go. I'm going to change the setting. Almost there. Okay. And how about that? It goes all the way down to 2 hertz. And then it goes all the way up. To 150 hertz. But it does something a little musical. I'm going to try that now. It's called burst mode. So let me see if I can get there. I'm going to press the mode button several times until I get to burst mode. There it is. Here's burst mode on my Easton device, muscle stimulator. Here we go. I think we've had about enough.
1975.
Okay, now I'm going to show you what these transistor radios can do. First of all, I'm going to make sure that this big one behind is on and up in the top of the dial, in between a couple of stations. See it's doing that? There they are. Okay. Now, if I switch on the little brown one, the Gramophone 8, it should start to make a noise on the large radio right behind it. So let's switch it on and see what it does. Bring that volume up. There it is. I can tune it.
Individual.
Like that.
We have studied.
And then also, the Disney Channel radio will do the same thing, but I can make it go on a slightly different frequency. So let's try that. I'm gonna switch it on now. And there it goes. Let's tune that a little bit, just to be sure it's working.
Individual.
Yeah. Boy, that Disney Channel really puts out a nice signal. So just so you know, you can make electronic music with just some transistor radios. Isn't that just great?
Friend,
So let's see, I'm gonna turn all this stuff off.
friend,
And then I'm gonna show you my horns. Here's horn number 1.
Execute a perfect cut.
Here's horn number 2. That's not quite as loud, but this is my special horn, my bicycle horn. I got this in 1963 when I was a little kid growing up in Berkeley, California. And it still works. The bulbous part didn't break off.
Execute a perfect cut.
But it's pretty good. Okay, I think it's now time to move on. Let's see if I can do this. And once again, I have to say, I can fall. And you know, that'll be the end of the show, but here we go. I'm gonna pick this up, and we're gonna come across over to here. And what do you think that is? I've saved those for the last 4 or 5 months. These bones from my rotisserie chickens. And just so you know, when I'm cleaning up after having a rotisserie chicken, it's 50% less scrubbing. Just keep that in mind. 50% less scrubbing. Okay, let's zoom down. And there I am. I'm going to try to make my way to the oven. I'm almost there now. Hold on a minute, I might fall. I'll show you what I'm going to have for my dinner tonight after the show. So here we are at the oven. And there it is. That's my butternut squeam. I'm gonna bake that tonight after the show. And you know, it's so nice and bulbous. It's a pretty big one too. So with that, I'm gonna go back to where I started and we're gonna do a few other things to wrap it up. Come on, almost there. That's my floor and my feet again. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can adjust this without dropping it. All right, we're almost there. Hold on. Oh, you didn't mean to see my synthesizer, but there it is. Okay. So I'm going to switch this around again, and I'm going to do a couple other things. But before I do, I just want you to know, I'll do this now so I don't forget. I don't mind if you're laughing at me. You might have seen that in the movie earlier. I'm still thinking that way. Just keep laughing. And let's just laugh our way into oblivion, okay? All right, I'm going to try something now.
Perfect
I'd
cut.
like to do it. I'm going to press a few buttons here. And let's
This
see
is
if I
Earth.
do this and move this along.
And I ain't heard nothing up and down the dial in the middle of the dial and nowhere.
There it is. Look at that. Wink. And look at that little top knot going around. I am a piece of shit.
What a bunch of Rudy poops.
Isn't that just great?
Your Rudy poops.
My mouth gets so big. Oh, and look at how my beard sticks out from underneath. You know, it almost looks like a mushroom cloud from an atomic bomb.
Know what I mean?
So I now need you to start the beat. Can we have the beat, please?
Know what I mean?
The beat. The beat. Let's have the beat. The beat. I think I'm starting to hear it. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here we go. hot and they didn't like it. Right now, I feel like I want to sing. I'm gonna sing now. I'm singing. I'm gonna sing. It's just about time to say goodnight. I'd like to thank you all for coming out to the show tonight. So I wonder if those credits can roll. And while that's happening, I think I might be able to see the audience. Do you think that's possible without breaking that thing? Oh yeah, I see a big guy with the big beard in the front with the red shirt. Oh my God. Yeah. I see you, and I see everybody else.
Individual.
Let's just laugh our way into oblivion. Good night, everyone. This has been the Weather.
We have studied.
Internet from Seattle, Washington. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. It's still on. At least you might want to turn it off. I'm starting to have an awkward moment. Can you turn that off? I'm gonna have to go to my dark place. I'm gonna have to... This is getting very awkward. It's getting even more awkward. I'm on...